I just want to remind you of an important tool we have in working with students here at Greenville University. It's the Early Alert Messaging System. This was a system we introduced last fall and used successfully for both the fall and the spring semester. This gives you an opportunity to submit a concern that you may have for a student to the community life staff, and what happens is once you submit an alert, we look at those and then we refer those to the appropriate persons who can act and help the student through this challenge that they're facing. So you access this by going to my.greenville.edu. Once you come to the page, you log in. And on the left-hand side, you'll see early alert messages. Select this, and this brings you to the form that you can fill out to submit your early alert. Just to remind you that when you submit an early alert, the student is not notified of the early alert. And when we ask people to respond to the early alert, we encourage them not to say, hey, an early alert has been submitted to you, but just to respond out of concern for the student. So you're going to submit this as yourself. Please don't choose someone else, but submit it under your own name. And just a reminder that this does not replace reporting Title IX issues, potential suicide or conduct issues. There's other avenues to report those. Then you select the students that you want to submit the early alert for. It can be multiple students at one time. It can be a single student. So I'm going to look up Gilmore. I could submit one here, and I could select Sarah at the same time, and it would give me 2 students if they were facing a similar challenge. So once I've selected the students I'm going to submit the early alert for, I just press OK. Then I'm going to detail my relationship with the student. I could be submitting this as a coach, as a faculty, current or previous faculty member, as an advisor, or a staff member, and I'll say staff direct interaction. And then what type of concern do I have? It may be attendance, it may be issues about what they want to pursue for a career, grades, non-engagement. It would appear in your estimation that they're not engaging in the life of the community. It may be financial, it may be a variety of reasons. Just select the one that you want. You can only choose one option here. So I'm going to say financial. If you want this to be confidential, what that does, it just sends the early alert to me, Marcos, or to Patrick. Otherwise, it goes to 2 other members of the community life staff. And then describe the severity of the issue. It may be high, moderate, low, or you may be unsure. Just select the appropriate choice. And then describe in more detail the concern you may have. And this is helpful. So if you have no more details, please include that. And then the last question is, have you interacted with the student regarding this concern? It's either yes or no. If you select no, then you submit the early alert and it is sent. If it's yes, then it will ask you the nature of your interaction with the student. Again, select the appropriate sentence here that describes your interaction, and then describe the interaction you have with the student. And then you will submit the early alert. We will receive these, receive the early alert. We go over these weekly and decide who is the appropriate person to respond. So we do look at each one, and we do act on each early alert that's submitted. I appreciate you looking at this. If you have questions, please let me know. Thank you.